Thanks for spending part of your afternoon with Twin Cities Live. If a 2025 resolution has you wanting to ditch your glasses for good, listen up. You're about to hear from 3 people whose lives were changed forever. It really is life-changing. Hopefully this is going to give you a little boost of motivation.
Absolutely. So we know you might have nerves or concerns when it comes to vision procedures. So we asked Dr. Ralph Chu from Chu Vision Institute to stop by and just kind of talk about all the little care and all the procedures that he can do to make you feel nice and comfortable.
Nice to see you, Dr. Chu.
Great seeing you guys again.
Good to see you as always.
This conversation also served as our follow-up to my husband's procedure.
Oh, my
he came in to see you on Monday.
Yes.
He had like a little eye, it's like a cyst kind of.
Cyst, yeah.
And I was like, this is who you got to go to. You go to Dr. Chu and you solve the problem right away.
We took care of it right there.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, Dr.
Yeah,
Chu.
yeah. I mean, you guys do everything. It's incredible. So that is the one thing I'm sure that we've talked about here, and I'm sure you get in your office as well. People are very kind of intimidated, scared about procedures with their eye, but everything that you do is done with so much care, and the results are immediate.
Yeah, I think it's really important to know that, just because they come in to see a surgeon doesn't mean we're going to say yes to surgery, okay? So I think there's a big fear. I mean, we do 15 different tests with 60 different pieces of information to kind of say, are you a candidate or not a candidate, okay? And we offer all the options. So one of the biggest options I think that we offer that is comforting to me and my staff is that we offer the option of no.
Yeah, that's a big deal, and you have to be okay to say that. Now, one person who was told no was Kristen Haubrick. She's, of course, our reporter, and she was told that it's not going to work for her to get LASIK done, and she really struggled with her vision, but you were able to find another fit for her. What was the procedure that you did for Kristen?
I love that. So, this EVO implantable contact lens. So it's not even just for people who don't qualify for LASIK. It can actually treat a wide range of people who have very high degrees of nearsightedness and astigmatism who couldn't have LASIK. But it also is now good for people even in the LASIK range because it's removable, which in a way makes it upgradable. So I find a lot of people in this young generation love that we can remove this because in the future if something else comes out, that gives them the option of having something else.
Wow.
I mean, that is fascinating to watch under that screen. My goodness, you guys. So our camera caught up with Kristen right after the procedure.
Can you see that sign over there?
It's like the bathroom for women. They can go right there. It's like an out-of-body experience. Like,
That's the drugs, yep. Can you read those signs down there?
that's laser in use.
No way.
It never gets old. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like all the way across the room. That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, sedatives were still a little bit in her system. She's
the
a lot of fun. So a while later then, Kristen stopped by the studio to explain how it really changed her life.
I struggled with poor vision for more than 30 years, and I'm going to get a little emotional here. It's just been amazing. I'm waking up and I'm able to see everything. I can see the clock. I can see Estella cuddled into the bed. And it's a miracle. They truly...
Okay, Dr. Chu, I mean, how rewarding is this job that you have?
I mean, that almost makes me tear up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even after 25 years of doing this, that is why we do what we do. It is feeling that emotion and seeing people's lives change. I just bumped into Kristen on the way out here, and she almost started crying when she saw me. So I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's every second of every day you notice this.
You're making a huge difference. Okay, so another person who received care from Dr. Chu is our baking instructor and resident firecracker.
We made that hat for her.
I love this. Nancy Bergeson, who we all know and love here. Now, she had issues with a cataract, and this is a really common thing. And so what's happening when someone has a cataract?
If you live long enough, everybody gets a cataract because it's a clouding of the natural lens inside the eye. So when you hit 65, about 2/3 of the people start experiencing glare, halo, trouble seeing in low light, and it becomes difficult to do the things you enjoy doing. And so you can see there's a significant cataract there. That whitening is actually the cataract. And nowadays, cataract surgery is more than a medical procedure. It's a way of improving, just like LASIK or refractive surgery. So we can actually improve distance vision, improve reading vision, not just night vision and some of the symptoms from the cataract. We can actually get rid of glasses and astigmatism just like with LASIK.
Boy.
It looks really easy. Just put a little Windex on there. It's
It's all good. It's all good. Come on over.
Do not use Windex.
All right, well, let's hear from Nancy post-surgery.
I got to see them break up the cataract and put the implant in. How cool. I mean, the technology is incredible.
Yes, we have a connection. You've seen my cataract going in, coming out, going in, new.
What are you most excited about now that your vision's going to be so
I am
much better?
so excited about driving and not killing people. when
Yes,
I'm
that is
driving.
important. That's very important.
Oh my gosh, Nancy.
Well, the best part is, you guys, so after this, she comes in studio with us as well, and we had to ask her about her driving record.
Dr. Chu's team, I cannot say enough good about them.
Oh, that's great.
They are amazing. From the moment you walk in the door and with all the appointments that you have prior to, everybody is just so great, and it's like clockwork.
Yeah.
You know, everything is perfect.
You feel very well taken care of.
You feel very
That's
well
great.
taken care of.
Oh, Nancy, thank you so
All right, so then here's the deal, you guys. So we're not done with her just yet. So then a year later, reporter Kelly Hansen caught up with Nancy, and then she gave some advice as well.
Chu Vision makes everything so simple and explains everything so thoroughly that I really wasn't nervous about any of it. The day after, I was doing just fine. You know, when people are leery about having cataract surgery, just do it. Don't think about it.
Nancy.
It's incredible. I'm getting a trend here. You got to tell people that we don't film people under anesthesia all the time.
Not all the time.
Yeah, what happens
Correct.
in the OR stays in the OR.
And they fully consent when they're involved with
Yes,
us, and we think
yes.
it's quite fun. Okay, finally in November, Kelly brought us the story of Nicole Marthy. Now, she's a blogger. She has a following of more than 60,000 people on Instagram, and she had LASIK. And this is probably the thing that people are calling you the most about.
You know, LASIK really, came out in 1996. It changed the face of medical care for eyes. You know, the number one question you get asked is, can you help me get rid of my glasses and contacts? And so over the last 25 plus years, this has become really the most revolutionary procedure, I think, in the medical arena. Within 10 minutes, you're actually changing somebody's life with very little rehab, really no discomfort. You know, a 10-minute surgery, 6 hours of sleep and recovery, and you're back to your normal activities.
Well, I just think, too, like, the biggest change is when you don't have to put contacts in every day. We've talked about this, how I think contacts are, like, just asking for eye problems because you're touching, I mean, you're
touching
dirty
so much
grubs
stuff.
are
Yeah.
in there all the time.
It's amazing. There's actually a study, multiple studies showing that the risk of infection with contacts is almost 10 times greater than the risk with LASIK.
Wow.
Well, the thing that changed my life and was the big catalyst for me is, like, I had contacts when I played.
Yeah.
And then I had one of my contacts poked out against the Raiders, and I had to take my dirty hands out of my gloves on the sideline, dip out another contact, and put it in. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yep.
So I got LASIK done, and listen, Kelly also caught up with Nicole afterwards, and here's what she had to say.
It is amazing. To be able to see is truly, truly life-changing. I think LASIK has become my entire personality since I got it. I tell every single person I know that they need to get LASIK, that it has truly changed my life.
Oh, Dr. Chu, great job. Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
doing really important work. You're changing lives every day.
Yeah, it's thank you for having us and sharing out these stories, because really it's the patient's stories that is why we do what we do.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
good
so
job.
if you have a concern about your vision at all, consider reaching out to Chu Vision Institute. You can connect with them at chuvision.com. We'll post that link on Twin Cities.